Volt Inu is ready to drop its Voltichange, the long-awaited decentralized platform. It's coming, guys, and it's coming in hot and heavy. This is going to be something that is going to blow the lid off the entire crypto space. If you don't know about Voltichange, you may want to go and grab a seat. Come close to your device because we're going to get into it coming up right after this. How's it going, family? Welcome back to the channel. Guys, we have some news today to share with you about Volt Inu, specifically about Voltichange. And this news will very well help you to become a millionaire if you play your cards right, guys. That's the purpose of this channel, is to bring you information, to bring you news about those cryptocurrencies, bring you those diamond in the roughs that can very well help you to create generational wealth for you and your family. But before we kick things off, let me remind you to go ahead, smash the like button, guys. It will help YouTube to circulate the word and spread the word about this channel. And last but not least, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We would love to welcome you with open arms into the Crypto Stream family. Now, what is this news that I have to share? Guys, Volt Inu is about to change cryptocurrency forever. I'm going to repeat that. For y'all in the back room in the nosebleed section that you may not be listening, you may be listening to this channel in passing or whatever, you need to sit on down and focus, because what I'm going to be telling you about Voltichange today, it's going to blow your mind. Yes, I said that. It's going to blow your mind. It's something that's never been done before in the history of cryptocurrency, especially in the decentralized arena of crypto. Now, with that being said, if you know about Volt Inu, they have just been doing what they do best. They have been voting all over the place, guys. You cannot get on Twitter. You cannot read about cryptocurrency. You can't go anywhere in a crypto space without hearing about Volt Inu. And it's for good reason, guys. Volt Inu is releasing Voltichange, which is going to be their decentralized platform. Think of it as a Uniswap, but Uniswap on steroids. And I'm going to get into why that is the case. But this platform that they're going to be releasing here, and you know, Voltoshi came out a few days ago and mentioned that, hey, within 3 weeks, this Voltichange platform is going to be dropping on y'all. But you know what? We got some more information that its release is imminent, which means that it may be being released today, in the next hour, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. You never know. But it's coming in hot and heavy, and it will be within the next handful of days, guys. Now, this Volt Inu, this Voltichange is going to be something that's never been done before in the history of crypto. And what do I mean by that? Well, essentially, it's going to allow you to purchase and swap cryptocurrencies that run on the ERC-20 blockchain, which is Ethereum for you newbies out there, and also BEP-20 tokens, which for you newbies relies on the Binance Smart Chain, which are Binance Smart Chain tokens. This Voltichange, when it comes out, it's going to have every single token that exists today, and new tokens to come, by the way, listed on it at launch. That means any cryptocurrency that you want to purchase, because you know what, Bitcoin, they have a wrapped Ethereum version of Bitcoin, so you'll be able to purchase Bitcoin on it as well. But we're going to get into that, guys. I want to take you over here to this tweet that was put out by Volt Inu official, because this is going to tell the story better than I can, guys. I'm gonna let you see it for yourself from the mouth, the horse's mouth, if you will. This came out from Volt Inu yesterday, and it says the crypto space is about to get voted and burned forever. And that is true, guys. Let's take a look at this, and I'll go ahead and annotate it as we go through this video to bring you clarification on why this is important for you in your pocket if you are invested in Volt Inu. And if you're not invested, you may want to go grab a bag pretty soon here. Let's get into it, guys. Here we go. You ready? Voltichange, my friends, is going to be the first decentralized exchange, making every crypto deflationary. Now, what do I mean by that? Guys, there are some cryptocurrencies that exist today that have no mechanism to burn, no mechanism to give reflections, none of those mechanisms, right? I'm not going to name names because I don't want to get into that, political discussion there. But what I'm saying is not all tokens, just because they're cryptocurrencies, they may not have had it built into their contract to be deflationary in nature. What does deflationary mean? Well, it essentially means that the circulating supply of said cryptocurrency decreases over time. And as the circulating supply of a cryptocurrency decreases over time, that pushes the value of the existing or the remaining circulating supply higher and higher, essentially making that cryptocurrency more valuable. So if we look at this, where it's talking about here, Voltichange being the first decentralized exchange making every crypto deflationary, that essentially means that when you transact a cryptocurrency on that platform, the Voltichange platform, it will burn a certain percentage of that. And this is every single cryptocurrency on the platform, both Binance Smart Chain cryptocurrencies and Ethereum based cryptocurrencies as well. Now, that's similar. The Voltichange is similar to Uniswap, but this is what sets it apart. Uniswap, by its very nature, is just a swap. It just allows you to go ahead and swap tokens for other cryptocurrencies. But with Voltichange, this is going to add and slap on this new mechanism, causing those cryptocurrencies to become deflationary by nature. Now, let's continue on, guys. Now, if we pause the video here, we can see that this is a sneak peek of Voltichange. Now, as you can see, as I mentioned, it's similar to Uniswap, but it's Uniswap on steroids. Now, here's the thing. It's in a decentralized fashion. So that means that it's your keys and it's your crypto. Now, as we know, as of late, we've seen the failure and the downfalls of major centralized crypto exchanges such as FTX, such as Voyager, things of that nature. And BlockFi may actually be coming next, guys. It's just unfortunate. But in this type of economy, that's what's going on. And you know what's going on, and what's unfortunate about the situation is people are holding their cryptocurrencies on these centralized exchanges. And there's a saying that goes, not your keys, not your crypto. What do I mean by that? What I mean is, when you put your cryptocurrency on these centralized exchanges, they're controlling everything about it. So if the price runs up dramatically high, they can pause trading, which means you can't take out your crypto or exchange it and sell it and take home profit. Vice versa, meaning that in things of this nature, when the cryptocurrency exchanges are going under or they're failing or they have what's called liquidity issues, you can't cut your losses by taking your cryptos out and selling them because they are freezing the assets. When you are in a decentralized exchange, you don't have those problems because you own the seed phrases, which means you own your crypto. Now, let's continue on, guys. Let's break this down even more, because we like to educate you on this channel. As you can see, it's possible on Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum as well. And this goes back to what I was telling you about that whole that burning mechanism that's been implemented into Voltichange. When you transact on Voltichange, there will be a 0.25% fee burning of every token that is traded. That is the deflationary mechanism that's going to help crypto out. Guys, I would argue to say that Voltichange is looking like it's going to be the savior or one of the saviors for the crypto space, in spite of this down economy, in spite of all of these centralized exchanges failing. Guys, this is what the crypto space needs. It's going to help all tokens out. It's not discriminatory to, if you come over here and you apply to be on my exchange and you pay us this enormous fee to be listed, and oh, by the way, you add liquidity to our platform, we were glad to list you. No, Voltichange is going a step further and saying, you know what? We all family. We all brothers and sisters in this crypto space. We all have the same goal in mind to make sure that we can create generational wealth for our families. That's the reason why Voltichange is doing this, guys. Let's continue on. 25%, 0.25% of every trade, buying back and burning of Volt Inu. What does that mean? Okay, I'm glad you asked. Let me explain it to you. Essentially, what's going to happen is this. It's going to work a little bit like this. Let's say you go on Voltichange, right? And you want to swap Ethereum for another cryptocurrency. Let's just say you want to swap it for Dogecoin, or let's just say Shiba Inu. I'm not picking on Shiba Inu for the record, but I'm just using it as an example because it's a very popular cryptocurrency. It's a community project. So you go on Voltichange, right? And you swap your Ethereum for Shiba Inu. What's going to happen is 25% of that transaction, 0.25% rather, of that transaction cost, or that whole amount, that value, guess what's going to happen? That amount is going to be considered the trading volume on the platform. So 0.25% of that is going to be sent to purchase Volt Inu, right? So it's going to do two things. It's going to purchase Volt Inu, right? 0.25% of the transaction fee, right? Of the volume, right? So now that's purchasing Volt Inu. So that's going to make the price go up because it's putting buying pressure on the price of Volt Inu. Then number two, it's also going to burn Volt Inu. It's going to send it to the burn wallet. It's going to send it to a dead wallet, guys, which essentially means it's removing that amount of Volt Inu from circulated supply forever. And that essentially means that it's going to increase the price of Volt Inu again. Now, let's break this down a little further, guys. I want to give you a little treat here. Let's roll over here to CoinMarketCap. What I've done is I've rolled over here to show you, let's see, I've rolled over here to show you where you can see this is the top cryptocurrency decentralized exchanges. This is essentially showing you the volume in a 24-hour period of all decentralized exchanges. So this is basically what they do on a 24-hour basis in terms of trading volume, buys and sales, right? So I want to put this 0.25%, guys, into perspective for y'all, because I don't think y'all understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. I don't think you understand where I'm coming from. I surely don't think your folks in the back room are understanding why this Voltichange platform is revolutionary indeed, and why it's about to blow the lid off the entire crypto sphere. Now, let's take Uniswap, for instance. Uniswap over the last 24 hours, and we could just round it to $1 billion. Let's round it to $1 billion. So it's 979 million, right? In change in 24-hour volume. Now, 0.25%. Now, this is 24 hours, guys. So if we take 0.25% of this amount, and let's go over here to big number calculator, right? We're going to put in 25%, 0.25%. Now, what is 25% of Uniswap's volume? So let's say Uniswap is doing $1 billion, right? So 25% of $1 billion. 25% of $1 billion. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's do this right quick. I want y'all to understand what I'm saying. I don't think y'all follow me here. So I want to educate y'all on this channel. So if we got 1 billion, that's 1,000. That's 1,000,000. That's 1 billion. Let's say Voltichange comes out, right? And Voltichange can secure or take over about 25% of the market share from Uniswap, which I believe it will do that by the bare minimum because there's no strings attached. You already gonna have all the cryptocurrencies listed on Voltichange at launch, number one. Then number two, Uniswap, you got to add liquidity. So that's a cost to the creators of the community projects, the cryptocurrency. But with Voltichange, you don't have to add liquidity. So that's number two. So I would argue to say that, hey, we very well may see Volt Inu come in and secure 25%, at least at the bare minimum, of Uniswap's 24-hour trading volume, their market share. So we're going to do 25% of $1 billion, right? Again, just a reminder, we rounded this number here, this 979 million in 24-hour trading volume, which means buys and sales, rounded that to $1 billion, right? Rounded to $1 billion. We're going to say that Voltichange is going to do about 25% of that. So let's multiply that times 0.25. Okay, that's going to give you $250 million. That's with an M. $250 million in transaction volume, buys and sales on a daily basis, right? Every day. Now, let's go over here to big number calculator. You see, we put this in. That's 1,000 right there. That's 1,000,000. 250 million, right? And 25%, 0.25%, right? Which is going to be burned. This is every day, guys. 0.25%. That gives you $62.5 million. $62.5 million in buybacks and burns of Volt Inu. That, in other words, means that every day let's say if the trading volume remains at about 25% of a billion, right, which is what Uniswap's trading volume is every day, a billion, we rounded it to a billion, $250 million in transactions, buys and sells every day on the Voltichange platform. That means you will be seeing this right here, guys. You will be seeing $62.5 million basically being purchased and bought back and burned of Volt Inu on a daily basis. That is insane, guys. You will see several zeros being dropped, and I would argue that is hyper deflationary. Now, let's continue on, guys. I want to continue on. Let's go ahead and continue on. This is what I'm saying here. Let's go back over here to this video, because this is why I'm telling you guys, this is something that you definitely want to secure a bag in, not financial advice, but if you have not already done so, you may want to go stack a bag. Let's continue on, guys. Like I said, no listing fees, no listing requirements, no liquidity needed to be added. It's going to list every single ERC-20, every single BEP, which is Binance Smart Chain token, automatically at launch. See you soon, guys. Volt Inu is coming to change crypto forever. Now, if you are not enthused about that, I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, we talk on this channel. We like to bring you news about new tokens. We bring you news about existing projects that we know are legit, right? Because there are a lot of rug pulls out there in the crypto market. So we don't talk about every little thing. We don't talk about hot dog Inu. We don't talk about cat Inu. We don't talk about where is winter Inu. We don't do that because we want to protect the folks that watch our channel. So we do our best to screen out all of these nonsense community projects. But you know what? Volt Inu is one of those projects, guys, that I believe will be the next $1 million maker. And this will be a project that will be multiple billions of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. Multiple billions of dollars worth of market cap coming here pretty soon. Now, that leads me into this. I want to show you this. I want to show you some pricing action for the Volt Inu community. Let's take a look at this, guys. We go over here to Volt Inu. We can see at the time of this recording, we're sitting at 5 Satoshis 18 level. We are 13% up on the day, 77% up on the week. Guys, I would argue to say on a weekly basis, that's parabolic. Now, we look at this. We had an all-time high. If we go back over here, we sat at 5 Satoshis 36 level, right? So we are not too far away from that all-time high. And you see, we dropped down from that all-time high back. Let's see, this was around the April timeframe when we reached that all-time high. We dropped down, market conditions, right? Not just for Inu. We traded sideways for the most part, bounced up and down, loosey-goosey here and there. And look, as of late, look at this trajectory up. Bull flag after bull flag after bull flag. Up to the upside, guys. And I'm going to tell you this. This market cap is sitting at around, the diluted market cap is sitting at around $120.8 million. Guys, we're going to shoot to $1 billion pretty soon when that Voltichange comes out. Now, let's put this price into some perspective because we got to connect the dots. We can't leave you hanging, guys. Let's go over to CoinMarketCap. We go over here, we can see that the overall global crypto market cap sits at below that $1 trillion coveted price point, which we like to see to get some momentum going in the marketplace. We're sitting at around 800, I'm going to call it $823 billion. That's down about 1.2% on the day. And, we look at the two movers and shakers, Bitcoin and Ethereum, both struggling today. They're both down. Ethereum struggling a little more, down 2%. Bitcoin down a little over 0.1% there. Now, let's look at the fear and greed index. We're sitting at extreme fear, which is 20. That's lower than we've been so far over the last month or two. What does this all mean? This all means, guys, that you have the moment. You have the chance of a lifetime to seize the moment. I've laid the case, guys. I've showed you from Volt Inu's official Twitter. I've showed you the official video they put out themselves. So it's not just hearsay. Yes, I'm bringing you the news, but I'm showing you directly from the source so that can add some clarity and some credibility to what I'm coming to you with as far as the news is concerned. Volt Inu is ready to drop this Voltichange. And by God, I believe that when Voltichange comes out, it's just going to blow the lid off the crypto industry, guys. There you have it. Voltichange is going to drop within a handful of days. I would argue, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe less, maybe 3, maybe 2, maybe 1. The world will know pretty soon what Volt Inu is all about. Thank you so much for tuning in to this crypto stream channel. And let me remind you to continue to invest with a purpose so that you can create generational wealth for you and your family, because that's what we want you to do. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we'll come back to you guys real soon when news breaks, which I believe will be coming in hot and heavy real soon.